we all came from somewhere, we're all going somewhere, and we're all definitely lost in one way or another, which is why each week on 20 and Some Change, I bring a very special guest to share their experiences. It's madness in here because we have a comedian on our hands, Lizzie Vernon, who has a lot to share.
Oh, let me tell you, we got some things for you tonight, baby.
We've got a lot to talk to you about. Before that, she has something to teach me, a little surprise. So,
okay.
What are you going to teach me today?
So this is what we're going to teach her today. A little improv game that I started from Second City. It's so you're gonna start saying some gibberish.
Okay.
And
what's gibberish?
Gibberish is like any type of language that you make up that is not American. Okay. Or whatever your language is. They didn't explain that at school. So you're gonna say that, and I'm gonna translate it to you guys what she's saying. It's a little fun kicker. Okay. Okay.
Higgity bobbity, hoopity hoopla, hoopla.
Ooh, she just told me that her mom is coming over tonight and her boyfriend's staying over.
Do I give you more?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Inglusa borista boroborej ek combo.
Ooh, the boyfriend wants to do a little sex combo with the mother and her. I said this
Why are you telling them? I thought you, what?
No.
I said in the last part, don't tell them.
I'm sorry, but this is something that they needed to know. Okay. I got your backs.
Okay.
No, this is,
Higgity hoopin, lesh di dash, bish o compista.
The mom's gonna be coming over in 5 minutes. I'm gonna make a pizza. Get ready for tonight. What else? Motrin is needed for tonight. Yeah, that can't imagine. I mean, your mom is tough.
Biggity goo.
And he's got a big penis. I don't know if my mom will be able to handle that. So bring the Motrin again. Okay. So yeah, that's just how the game goes. It's like, it.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's fun.
So you started that? You made that up?
I did not.
Okay, you found it at Second City. That's in Chicago.
In Chicago.
Where are you from? Tell us about that before we get into your personal life.
It can get crazy. I'm from Chicago. I'm first generation Sicilian, German.
Can you tell? It's not hard to tell.
It's just a hand movement. I need it. It's my language. I was the baby of the family, and usually the babies are the wacko kids, right?
Right.
The silly kids.
Right.
So that was me. I struggled in school all my life. I was a class clown. I got no work done. And then I just came out here to pursue comedy. I did this stand-up. I did Laugh Factory. I, did all these different showcases there, and now I'm here, and I'm trying to figure it out.
She's trying to figure it out like the rest of us. We're all confused. That's what I always.
It is, yeah. But yes. Confusion's great.
Yes, confusion is great.
Yeah.
So let's talk about why we're really here. She's definitely confused because she's on a whole different page than the rest of us in our 20s.
Oh yeah.
Probably a much better page.
I don't know about that. But maybe.
Elizabeth Rose Vernon. Isn't that your name?
Yeah.
I'm good. Dude, I'm good. Okay.
Wow,
Elizabeth Rose Vernon is a 23-year-old. Are you 24 yet?
I'm 23 and I'm going on 24 in April.
A 23-year-old going on 24-year-old. Wait for it.
Virgin. Did you hear that? I'm a virgin.
And I know you guys have tons of questions, and she's going to answer them all.
All of them.
So, first things first. I'm sure the people want to know, how do you handle being a virgin?
Let me tell you.
In a world so sex-ridden.
It's not easy, but let me tell you, it's very easy.
It's not easy, but it's easy.
But it's very easy. All right. First of all, if you're not having sex, I don't know what it's like. So I'm not missing anything, because if I had sex, I'd be like, whoa, this sucks. So I don't know what it's about,
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, it is hard because I just had my first boyfriend, still have him, and it's hard because those sexual feelings happen. And I never had that because I was like, I'm not going to date because I'm a virgin. I don't want to get involved, But now that I'm involved, it's hard.
Yeah? Okay, so is he a virgin as well?
He's not a virgin, but he's okay with my virginity. So he's been a virgin for a year now.
So what's your plan? Like, do you plan on having sex ever? What's your reasoning for not wanting to?
So don't tell him this, but I'm never gonna have sex ever. Oh. Not even if I'm married. Oh. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
He's like, I'm out.
I was like,
I'm joking. No. When I'm married, be ready because I'm gonna give it all. Okay.
But that's amazing. I mean, most people are not.
Yeah, most people aren't.
There are little 14-year-olds running around who are not.
Yeah. And then.
So where does the decision come from?
So I grew up Catholic and I'm Christian, so it's like, you know, I've always read like God will bring the right person into your life if you just wait for that right person. I'm like, okay, God, this is hard, but like I'm here, you know. And so, that's kind of where it came from. So I believe that he's gonna have the right one waiting for me if I just keep on, because you know, like if you have sex, not saying you guys, but I'm saying if you have sex, you know, you kind of go through a lot of people. It's like, it's confusing, your mind gets crazy. It's rare to have a one and done, right?
Right.
You know, you keep going through this sex, and sex is very, like a personal level, you know?
Who instilled this in you? Was it your mother, or is it a personal decision?
It was my mother, the nuns, the priest, you know, the whole town, the cops.
But most people, what I find interesting about you is that most people rebel. So most Catholics, because the religion is so strict and constraining, they rebel from that instead of continuing to follow it. So what's your stance?
I think for me, I was like, I don't want to get pregnant. I believe in God and He's got a plan for me, so I'm gonna slide with this one.
Okay.
And my parents been married for 35 years. My Nona's been married for many, many years.
And they all waited.
And
there was no.
My aunts, my uncles. I'm like, I'm gonna stick on that side.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
So.
All right. Well, let's get into the other good stuff.
The
people want to know.
Oh yes. So
how you manage your horniness, because it's just a natural thing. It's just natural.
Oh yeah.
So what?
It did not start, guys, till I hit high school.
What's it? We don't know what it is.
Hey, it's like the feeling.
Okay, the horniness.
The horniness.
You didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't even know it was a thing. Okay. And then one day, hear me out here. I'm sitting in the shower. Okay. You know, I have my period now. We need to clean that up, right? So I'm just chilling in the shower. The faucet's just sprinkling on my cooner. And I'm just hanging out here. I had no idea what to expect. Cameraman is uncomfortable right now, but it's fine. Okay, I'm just chilling there, letting the water just hit me, right? I'm like, all right, time to clean this up.
And this is age what?
This was like, I would say a junior in high school. And I never had my first kiss till 21, and I was drunk, so it doesn't count. So I'm just chilling there with the faucet just whoosh, whoosh. And I'm like, you know, I'm on my period, I'm gonna clean myself. Is this a lot to what channel is this going on?
This is allowed.
Okay. And then all of a sudden, I did like a move, and boom! Whoa! I was like, what was that? It just hit that spot, man. I don't know if it's called the G spot. I'm not really familiar because I missed a sex class in high school. Was that the G spot? I don't think so. Because there's songs about it, like, I'ma hit the G spot, girl. And I never know, like, where is it? So I think that was it, because I was chilling there, and it just, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna chill here for a little bit longer, okay? And that's where things started to happen. And this thing was just like a routine then. I was like, you know, lock the doors. You know, I come from a very, like, kind of like Catholic family. Don't say anything. Like, lock the doors. This is bad. You know, cover my eyes. Let the water hit. You know? And it was like, that happened for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was it?
Then.
Okay.
Okay, high school, because I was a little nervous. As a girl, you're like, masturbation is bad? We're dirty. Ugh.
We never cheers, by the way. I think it's only fitting with this conversation.
Thank you. So masturbation, it was like, this is a dirty thing, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do this. But then I kept on doing it because it was great. And I was struggling in school, and I needed a release. The woman didn't drink. The woman didn't have boyfriends. I was a little boy. Okay. So after that, we were on to new ideas, new tricks. Okay. That's when Mr. Pillow came into handy. Has anyone seen Mr. Pillow?
No.
My mom used to get the 2-pack, Costco pack, 2 for like $20.
Okay.
I'd be like, Mom, you getting a Mr. Pillow soon? You know? And she's like, yeah, I got a 2-pack. So that came in handy. I put the Mr. Pillow down, very good like resistance, and sometimes you would just hump that for a while. You know, is this allowed? And and that's just how I made it for a while.
Okay.
And then I came to California, and I went to a club one night. A guy kissed me, and I was drunk, so that was a thing. And then your hormones even get crazier. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
So you'd never had a kiss? You had never kissed anybody?
Never.
All these years?
Till
until
21.
21 years old? Mm-hmm. So you were like, well, I can drink now, so.
Yeah. So I kissed somebody, and...
Your hormones must have been going crazy.
Nuts.
Okay.
I didn't know, yeah, so that happened, and then I went to a bar once, and this guy kind of took advantage of me, okay? He put his arm up I had a crop top on, okay? I was becoming a woman, and he put his hand up my shirt, and I didn't wear a bra, okay? And I don't know, but I have hairy nipples, so I was not prepared for this. It was a scary thing, you know? And then after that, I'm like, a guy touched my boob, more things are happening now. I need more techniques. I can't stick with just a shower and Mr. Pillow anymore.
Something's gotta, you need new things, new ideas.
And then I was like trying to research sex. You know, I started reading on Reddit.
So was this you like thinking, oh, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'm like starting to feel.
Never I would do it, no.
But it was more like, what am I gonna do to help these feelings subside?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just reading the sex stuff, that was always there. And then I had my first boyfriend.
Okay.
When I came out here.
Mm-hmm.
And that was hard because I was like, what can I do? What is sex? What is not sex? What are the boundaries?
Mm-hmm.
And the first
couple. Do you still struggle with that? Like,
oh, yes.
Like, what is sex? Like, what is...
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Yeah. And I think for a while we would mess around and we would be like, oh, this is wrong. We're feeling like this is
guilty.
Wrong. Yeah, you feel guilty. And we weren't even having sex. We were just like playing with each other.
Yeah.
And then after that, we were just like, okay, we can't do this. But then you've already went to that level.
Yeah.
So you're like, how do I go back?
They don't go backwards.
Yeah. So I was like, shoot, what am I going to do? And then after that, it's just like, you just got to try to make it happen.
Okay.
I guess.
So I guess my question for you is, what makes you feel like masturbation is okay, but not the act of having sex? Like, isn't it a religious thing that masturbation is like wrong, so to speak?
That's, there's stories from everything, but my thing is like, we're human.
Right, we are human.
We're going to screw up, we're going to mess up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know in your mind that, hey, you're trying your best to stay, away from it all, then that's what it matters. And sometimes you're going to not be strong some days.
So when I was trying to be a virgin, I wasn't as strong as you. You have some will.
But
power.
It's hard.
I was actually doing research because I was guilty about masturbation. Yeah. And so I was doing research and I found this article that said, gosh, I don't even remember how old I was, but I found this article that said, if you can't tickle yourself, like you can't tickle yourself, but you can make yourself climax. So like if you weren't supposed to be able to do that, then you wouldn't be able to. Right. And I thought that was interesting.
Right.
And that always stuck with me because I would be so guilty.
Yeah.
Like it would weigh on my conscience.
For women, it's guilt. We feel guilty.
Like feel guilt.
Yeah.
Right.
Gross.
So I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
But so at what point, like, do you guys stop? Like, how do you guys come to a decision that it's like this is as far as we can go?
Well, this is the thing. God doesn't make us guilty. We make our own selves feel guilty.
Right.
He loves us no matter what. And I think for me and my boyfriend, we would try back and forth, and now because we thought God was guilty. Mm-hmm. We didn't really, you know what I mean?
Right.
But now we want to do this for him, so he's happy that we're really trying to do this for him. So sometimes, yeah, if we mess up, we, repent, sorry God, but like it's not all the time. So God is happy that we are trying to
like save yourself
Yeah.
for him. And do you feel like, what's your boyfriend's stance? This is what I want to know. Like that can last into, do you want to get married soon? Is it something that you're definitely holding off on? Like what's that whole thing looking like? Because boys are impatient.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like's coming on his end?
I think, okay, so he's waiting for me.
nothing,
It's,
but-
but yeah, no come.
Can we get a sound effect?
Yeah, can we get that?
Okay.
Yeah, he in the beginning was like, he wasn't a Christian, so he wasn't getting it.
Oh, he wasn't at all. You kind of developed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the last 5 months he became Christian. In the beginning it was hard, and he was like, I don't know if I cannot handle not having sex for how long I have to wait. And then I was like, all right, go ahead, bye-bye, And
Wow.
I was like, I can't.
You're like, peace, I'm not doing it.
This is 5 months dating, that was my first boyfriend. I was like, this is hard. I'm like, bye-bye, I gotta keep moving.
But like he loved you that much.
Yeah, and he was like, no, I'm sorry, Liz. And then later on he wanted to go to church and became a Christian.
Did you think that you were going to find someone who was a virgin? Because it's rare, obviously, these days. So, like, did you think that you were going to find somebody who hadn't had sex before, or did you know that someone was just going to accept that piece
I
of
think
you?
someone would just accept it, because someone needs to know
So
how
you
to
weren't
do
ever
it.
under the impression, like, I'm going to find this virgin who's just
No.
like me? And
We need someone knowing how to do it, because it's like, we're a mess over
somebody has to know.
Somebody's
Somebody's got to know.
So I was fine with that.
All right.
It's not, yeah. Ooh.
But it's a hard thing.
It's
but
hard.
You're doing good, and you're gonna
Insecurities.
make it work.
There's a lot of insecurities in it, too.
Tell me about this.
Because I'm like, I'm in this crazy business. There's acting, there's kissing scenes. I was a waitress one day, and being a server, I had to work a Pornhub event. So sex is scary for me. So a Pornhub event is very scary, right? And I was like, I asked my boyfriend, hey, do you want to come? We work these weddings and they need more servers tonight. They don't tell us what event this was, nothing. My boyfriend's like, yeah, I'll come. He comes in and we walk in, we're all happy, weddings, we can plan things, right? We walk in and he looks at the thing, he's like, oh shoot. I was like, what's going on? I look over, I'm like, Pornhub? No. 99% of these things are weddings. So I was like...
So you thought it was a wedding, but it was an event. It was a sexual. So you feel like it's around you? Like, does sex around you specifically because you're not doing it? So
Yes.
it's literally everywhere you go?
It's everywhere.
Haunting you.
It's haunting me.
Okay.
And this Pornhub event, every single woman was boobs and vaginas, all out.
Nothing.
Usually it's boobs and we can handle it. But vagina too? I'm like, that's a whole nother field.
Oh my gosh. Well, you are incredible and I hope inspiring for people. Like, willpower.
Yes.
Stick to it. Stick to your guns.
Yeah. Never serve.
Well, and
be a
also
server.
on top of that, like, never give in to shit you just don't want to do.
Don't give in, because you'll find that one man that's like, you know what? I love her for who she is, and I'm going to wait no matter what she's about.
Okay, let's talk about comedy.
Okay, yes.
Couple things here. So you, just based off of what society would say a virgin is,
Yeah.
you don't fit that just because of like your attitude, the confidence that you bring.
No, I'm very...
You're very not what someone would deem a virgin.
No.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
What do they call it? Just a stereotypical version.
They're
That's
like
not you.
very like chastity belt and
Chastity belt,
everything.
yeah.
Like
Kind of
oh.
nerdy, which there's nothing wrong with nerds, but like
Love
kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
And whatever, that's not you. So
No. So I'm kind of the opposite. I'm very vulgar.
yeah. So do you think that comes from repressing like your sexual side?
I think when I was younger, I was the youngest, and I always wanted to make reactions to hear someone hear me. Like,
Yeah.
hey, Mm-hmm. And
So that's where your humor comes from too.
yeah. So I always cross the line for every little thing. We're at the church, and someone's like, they're praying, and I was like, she farted. Like, I was always that kid that was like,
Yeah.
I want to see something happen. You know?
Okay.
I don't like
So-
keeping it safe.
So, but you don't feel like you don't feel like you being a virgin in any way messes with your career as a comedian, because I mean, sex is such a big part of it from what I hear sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a big part. So what do? You make jokes. How do you incorporate Do you incorporate virginity into your
That's
jokes?
That's my whole stand-up.
That's your whole thing.
That's my whole routine.
Awesome.
My comedy is everything that I experience in my life.
Of course, as any comedian.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I can't shut that out.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of comedians are talking about sex, and I'm like, I'm not having it. You know?
Yeah.
It's not me.
That is awesome.
So it's a curveball.
Yeah. And it surprises a lot. I bet you surprise a lot of people.
Yeah. So it's some people are like, who's this Christian girl? Like, what is she talking? Like, you know what I mean?
But you have this presence about you that people want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. So I'm cool with it. I remember the reason why I got into stand-up is because I was at my prom and everyone's like, where's the DJ at? We don't have the DJ here? Liz, you're funny. Why don't you come up here and do some stand-up? That's what they said?
They
said that.
And you were like, oh, okay.
I was like, fine. Okay, I've never did this. The only joke that I had was, what do you call a nun in a wheelchair, right? Virgin mobile.
Oh my God.
So there was all these nuns were coming out and they're like, get off the stage, pissed.
Uh-huh.
And that's just like how I just got into it, and I stuck that virgin thing into my whole life. So it's been like, I don't know.
So do you have any like projects that you're super proud of? Or anything that's coming up?
Yes. We have it's a thing called Vibe Hub. They're doing a competition, and I did a segment, stand-up segment, and it's like a contest right now, and if it gets picked up, they'll pick the winner to go on Netflix.
Oh my gosh, and it's your stand-up.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know.
How do we find it? I mean, like, is there a way to see it outside of the competition?
There's a trailer up right now. You can go to vibehub.com.
Vibehub.com.
Go to the comedy section and just hit comedy. Yeah, you never know about these things.
You never know.
I don't know.
Yeah. And then where can we find you on social media?
Yes. Liz Khalifa, LIZ_KALEAFA, like the leaf. That's where I'm located.
Yes, you are a riot, and I'm so happy you came to join me today. Thank you
fun.
So much.
I love this.
Thank you so much
cheers.
for sharing.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to good fortune and just being awesome here.
Wow. Yeah. Love her. Thank you. That's fun.